Hey there and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Casey, one of Festival's mealtime mentors. Today we're making a side dish that is worthy of the center of your plate, in my opinion. These are crispy garlic butter smashed potatoes. So delicious. To get started with these, what I've already done is we're using Yukon Gold potatoes today. I've boiled them in some salted water for about 30 to 35 minutes until they get nice and fork tender so that we'll be able to smash them easily. So I've spread those out on a baking sheet that I've coated with cooking spray. So we have those. Over here, I'm going to shred a little bit more Parmesan cheese, which is going to go on our potatoes at the end. These potatoes are, like I said, a side dish. They're kind of fun because it's kind of like an elevated French fry. They get really nice and crispy, and I love that you can eat French fries for like a holiday dinner. What could be better than that? Or, you know, just like a fun spin on mashed potatoes. So we have our cheese ready for when we're topping that later. I'm also going to mince one more clove of garlic. I've already done 5. And this is going to go in our garlic parsley butter that we're going to brush over the potatoes, which helps to really give them nice crispy texture once they're in the oven, and also obviously a really great taste. So we're using Yukon Golds, like I said. They work out really well because they're a little bit smaller, which helps them to get nice and crispy in the oven. If you'd like to use a different potato, you certainly could. The texture might be a little bit different depending on what you choose, but if they're a little bit bigger, I'd recommend just cutting them a little bit smaller so that they get nice and crispy. All right, so we've got our garlic all ready. And I'll just move this over now to our melted butter. Today I'm using unsalted butter, and then I'm going to go back through later and add some salt to kind of control that seasoning a little bit. So I have our melted butter with garlic, and now I'm just going to add the chopped parsley and give this a little mix. Ooh, this looks delicious. All right, and now I'm going to go through and smash the potatoes. So, like I said, we've already boiled them, so they're pretty soft. I'm just going to give them just a little smash, but be careful to make sure they still stay in one piece. Obviously, if they break, not a big deal. You'll just have more potatoes. But the smashing really helps them crisp up really nicely once they get all that really good butter on top of them. All right. So we've got those smashed, so now I'm going to go through and just brush the tops of them with our garlic butter that we've made. We've got the butter all spread over the potatoes. So now these are going to go in the oven under a medium-high broiler for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until they get nice and crispy and golden. Okay, I wish that we had smell-o-vision or whatever right now, because this smells amazing. All of that garlic is really coming through. So right now, what I forgot to actually do before I put these under the broiler is add a little bit of salt and pepper, like I promised, since we did use that unsalted butter. So I'll do that now. And then I'm going to go through with that Parmesan that I shredded earlier. Just sprinkle on top of all of the potatoes. You don't want to leave any behind. You could definitely substitute a different cheese if you'd prefer. I think like a crumbled feta or goat cheese would be really good on this if you wanted to do it instead of, or really in addition to, this Parmesan. You can't go wrong. Okay, so this is going to go back under the broiler then for just a little bit of time until the cheese is melted. The cheese looks great, so now all I'm going to do is just go through and garnish with a little extra chopped fresh parsley. To serve these, you could serve with some sour cream and chives, maybe some bacon bits, kind of whatever you whatever you prefer to complete your potato experience. So these delicious potatoes are sure to be a smash hit, and for more holiday recipe ideas, visit bestfoods.com/holiday.